one of South Africa's best known comedians, singer, entrepreneur, loving father, and a dedicated husband, and a very good friend of mine. Mr. Alvin, welcome to the show.
Mr. Bobby, baie dankie. And dankie, thank you for being on your channel. And you missed something there, man.
What did I miss? I'm so sorry.
He's very hungry.
Oh, that fire in your eyes.
Yeah, not for food, thank you.
The fire. I can't. You can cut the tension with a knife. You've got so much energy.
Yeah.
I'm just so blessed to have you in our room. Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you very much. The reason why we do these sit downs is people see you on TV, they recognize like, hey, that's Alvin. Do people really know you? So I'm going to ask you a couple of, I hope, invasive questions.
Yeah.
And I know you're just a cool guy. You're going to give me a straight up answer.
Scout's honor, I will keep it straight and honest.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I want to take you back. Close your eyes.
Okay.
You are 17 years old.
Right.
What's your priorities? What's your checklist? What's important? You're in high school. Are you a sports guy? Are you a funny guy? Are you a ladies' man? I think you're a ladies' man. You've been a ladies' man. Who are you at 17? What's most important to Alvin at 17 years old?
Right. So, yeah, I am 17 years old. So I always had, can I go way back?
Okay,
So
prior to 17, awesome.
Yeah, 1973, it was a Friday night, 9:15 the evening, I was conceived. The process started.
Jeez, that's
Right, okay.
amazing detail. Time,
was-
everything.
it
How
was
many
in-
glasses of wine were shed? Or we're not getting into
We're not getting-
Okay, not that much detail.
And it was in the shadow of the Outeniqua mountain in George in the South Cape.
Jeez.
So ek is
beautiful.
gemaak in George in die Suid-Kaap. Then in 1980, I was 6 years old, my dad moved to, so he's a community man.
Okay.
Community man, drama, old school drama.
Yes.
On stages and blah, blah, blah. And then we moved to Secunda
Ooh.
met Cecil 2 and 3 in 1980.
Jeez.
So you tell a colored man, you're going to move to Secunda now. Transvaal. The family that's there said, it's soos oorsee, it's like overseas.
Ja. Ons gaan vir mekaar moet skryf nou.
We're going to Transvaal. I mean, you leaving your support base. Right.
Yeah, difficult.
Long story short, we moved to Secunda. That's where that's where we started.
That's the beginning.
That's the beginning. And then there wasn't a high school or a secondary school. So I always, when I finished standard 5, I moved to 3 different places to finish my secondary
Education.
school
No
education.
high school in Secunda.
Yeah,
Back
at that time.
in 1980.
Yes.
Jeez, interesting, eh?
And 2, I went back to George for a year and a half, and then, so I always board and lodged with people.
Okay.
Right. But it makes you a better person.
Teaches you, I think, discipline,
Yes.
responsibility.
Thank you, sir.
You can rely on yourself.
Net so. And then, because you always used to share a room with their son.
Understand.
Right. I remember in matric, I was in Esterhuizen
Okay.
in Pretoria.
Yeah, Pretoria.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I stayed there.
Which high school? Sorry.
It's called, there's 2 high schools.
Yeah.
The first one is Numela die Geel School, the older one. Esterhuizen number 1, and then Prosperitas was the blue school.
Okay.
Brand new school. There was a principal that was like that.
Yeah.
So I was 17 years old at that school, and what I remember there, low down.
Low down.
I was a
Low-key.
low down. I wasn't flashy. I was a low down guy.
You're still low down.
Yeah,
Low-key.
I'm under the radar guy. and then what happened is I had my first car when I was in matric.
Wow, how did that happen?
Because and I don't want to run ahead with your interview.
Okay.
But I had my first car there,
Okay.
and some of the teachers, that cycling to school. En hier kom ek verby
Met 'n kar.
with my car.
Holy moly.
So you can imagine there was a little bit of...
If I'm a teacher, you're getting... I'm going to beat you.
I
And then
anyway
you
got
low marks.
I anyway got it all the time, don't worry.
So that just took the 5 shots to 12 shots because jy ry en ek ry my fiets.
And I'm going to tell you now, and I'm going to make you guess it. The windscreen is this high, okay? And I had a sign up there in red saying, Wildcat. That was this big of the windscreen. I think it was illegal back then. I think it's still illegal.
Could you see through? Or I can check you, I can see. Was it a Golf?
Yeah, it was a VW Fola.
A Fuller. Okay, and the seat was leaned back? 100%, I can see
I think
that.
the seat was leaning because it was broken.
Yeah. Awesome. So, 17-year-old drives a car, his own car.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking? Explain to me.
Yeah.
Are you interested in drama? Are you interested in acting? Are you interested in girls? Are you interested in rugby?
I'm interested in having a company.
You're interested in having a company.
Owning a company.
Entrepreneur at 17. I think that mindset got you the car. We're going to get into that car
Yes.
now, but that mindset got you to own a car.
Right.
Did you get it with your own money?
Right. So come I go way back again.
Okay.
My first job was delivering newspapers.
Okay. Where?
In
Secunda.
In Secunda. So
Okay.
my uncle used to have that old VW bus.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
The old one.
The flat one, yeah.
Yeah. And
A split window.
yeah,
Where's your uncle's bus now? Because that's worth a lot of money.
and he used to drive, sit net daar, en ek spring uit die by die side door, delivering die rapport,
Awesome.
soos ons gaan, and then he stopped. En ek sê vir my pa,
Wat nou?
no, how am I going to make money? I was standard 2, right? And then I said, but how am I going to make money now? Nou wil oom Piet nie meer. He doesn't want to deliver the newspapers anymore.
What now?
Can you arrange that newspapers to be delivered at our house? I know the clients. And then I'm going to continue with it. And my dad said, okay, let's have a meeting. He said, okay, how do you plan to do this? I said, I've got a BMX.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll go with my rugzak and I'll go. And then when you come to church, they said, okay, my mom then said, you cannot miss Sunday school. So 9 o'clock, you must be in Sunday school.
So what time do you start delivering the papers?
Before 6, bro.
Before 6. What time are you done?
Here, net. Sometimes I went straight to Sunday school.
What the BMX? Yeah. Awesome. Amazing.
Right. And then I would pack my dad's car because he would come to church. Then I made a list. Auntie Guna, Auntie Virgie, the Uncle Shane, they coming to church. So I'll just give their newspapers there.
I can cut the route.
Right.
Awesome.
Then I never go to church because then I must get back on the job, right? And then, long story short,
How much money are you earning that time?
Yeah, my maat. I think a couple of cents per newspaper.
But you're rich.
Maar dit gaan.
No one else in your age group has got their own money.
Verstaan?
Mama het vir hom gegee en papa
Ja,
het vir hom
there we
gegee.
go.
Jy het jou eie geld.
I had to push.
Interesting. Leading to you having a car, your own car in Matric.
Yes.
Even though it's a Fuller,
Ja.
but the seat is leaning.
Ja.
And we've got a lekker
Ja.
sticker.
En vastgemaakt met 'n strappie.
That's okay. Dis joune.
Ja.
Dis joune. Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
So then I got into a bit of a snag or a bump, and I had another meeting with my dad because those are meetings. When we talk about business, it's meetings.
It's a
And I'm not
sit
your
down.
father.
Yeah,
it's meetings. It's a sit down.
It's a sit down.
Right.
Awesome.
Then he said, okay. So he said, what's the problem? I said, I'm not getting through my deliveries. Die ouens kry hulle koerante te laat.
Customer complaints.
Yeah.
Very important.
Still laat. And when I go 5:30 in the morning, dan slaap die ouens because they all kuiered on a Saturday. So now I'm boom, boom, boom. It takes me 15 minutes to wake him up on a Sunday morning. He's babbelassing, you know
Ek
what
kan
I
net
mean?
imagine, die woorde wat daar uitkom.
Sorry, die koerant net meer. Come fetch your money later, whatever. Okay, then I said, okay. Then he said, I've got a plan. My dad said, I've got a plan. You now need to collect money, talk to your clients, collect the month's money.
Ahead of time.
Yes. So then you just drop the newspaper. You don't need to wake them up.
Beautiful.
It takes 15 minutes. You cut 15 minutes and.
Awesome.
And they're not unhappy.
And what did they say? Customer?
We did it.
Awesome.
So do you remember that old bunk sakkies?
I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
You are how old then? 8 years old? 9 years old?
Standard 2.
Standard 2?
It's about 10, 11.
10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
Who does the negotiation for the upfront payment? You or your dad?
No, I had to go.
Your dad's not with you?
No, he's not. He's not. He's not
So,
there.
sir, in order for me to
Yeah.
make sure that I don't wake you up in your babala state, you
Ja.
need to pay me in advance and I can just drop off the newspaper.
En aan die
Amazing.
maand al die dinge dan drop ek net.
But now the pressure is on because
Right.
now they can hold you accountable.
And not just that, sir. I need to manage the money.
At
Because-
11 years old, you can't even manage your brain that time.
I need to manage the money. So he said, okay, but you're going to manage the money. And remember those deurskynende banksakkies?
Ja.
Right?
100%.
So it would be, there'll be a piece of paper in with their name.
Om frikkie.
And then, and he cashes daarin. And when they come collect the Access newspapers on a Monday and the money report, then I take out almal sin.
And then you've got the balance.
But I needed to tell myself it's not Snoopy geld.
It's not.
It's you can't go in there. You got a lot of money, and it was an open shoebox in my cupboard. Open
rich,
shoebox,
my
and it sits so. All my
Unbelievable.
clients and with their names in, and each one's kitty I take out every week,
Unbelievable.
and it worked. It was great.
Most people, or
Yes.
most boys your age, are riding their bicycles, kicking rocks in the street,
Yes.
playing with tires. I was doing that.
Right.
I was doing that. You were making money. Amazing.
Then, standard 5, we were in this big OK bazaars, Big OK. Remember they had furniture section. They had
Yeah, everything.
alles.
You can buy
massive.
car oil,
It's like
you
it's like a hyper.
One-stop shop.
But it was an OK hyper in Secunda. And then my dad was greeting this gentleman, white grayish gentleman, grey-haired, white, spotless white shirt with a blood red OK sign here.
Okay.
And I said, "Pa, who's that?" That was now standard 5, standard 6. I was still there. Then after standard 7, I had to go.
13, 14 years old, yeah.
Yeah, Dad, who's I know? He's the manager of this old store. I say, hello, Mr. Who? Mr. Haywood. I say, ooh. But then we were walking already. So he greeted him and said, cheers, okay, and we left. And I said, but let's turn around. He said, why? I wanted, get me a job here.
Yeah.
Get me a job.
He's the guy. He's the guy that
he's
will
a-
give me an
Get
opportunity.
me a job. And you remember the tills were down this line, and then the managers always had a raised platform
To see
area
who's
to
stealing.
check almal, yeah.
Who's stealing?
And I got my dad, and that's what I thank him for. He always gave me, he didn't say nachnia. He didn't brush me off.
Yeah.
He turned around with me, and
He loved your intention.
you see, and there was maybe eye contact and said, Mr. Haywood, this is my son Alvin, you just met him, but he wants a job. Okay. And it's like, entertain him.
Please.
I know he's not old enough and blah, blah, blah. And Mr. Haywood said, okay, how old is your son? And I said, so you want a job. What do you think you can do? I said, anything.
Point.
Anything. I need to earn money. So I will be Friday afternoons after school, Saturdays and Sundays. He said, okay. And he said, come, let me show you right there. Let me show you where you're going to work. And he took me into the shelf, the most difficult shelf, and that is the washing powders.
Okay.
Because back in the day, they had boxes. So it's all big stuff.
Okay,
You're
so
gonna
it's not a 1 kg.
No, it's not, and it's not the bags of nowadays.
Yeah,
The little
convenient.
bags, the kind of light. It was the groot boxer. So if you can imagine, there's 12 of these boxes in a big box that you need to go fetch at the storeroom with that gun that you set, the price,
you hit the
ka-ching,
number.
ka-ching, 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 pak you. And he probably told my dad, he's not going to last a day.
Your dad was like, yeah, I agree. Let's test him.
It's druk om, and he'll be healed now. No, don't worry. He'll be healed. Came, I worked there. I stayed there.
How long did you work there?
I think that year, right? The standard 6 year. And then also a Pick and Pay opened in that year, I moved to Pick n Pay. And then I made sure I'm in the bakery department. A little
Okay.
softer.
Okay.
And a little pie every now and then. It's okay, mos.
That doesn't do it.
Verstaan jy? Moenie praat van die cream donuts nie.
Stomach is chest
Ja,
out.
bo, ja. Sit jy nog 'n cream donut van 19 something? Long story short, and then standard 7 I moved. I started going out of.
I wanna stop you there.
Yes.
My first job.
Yeah.
My first job. I washed cars in the complex where we stayed. And my first job, I worked at a spa. I was packing the people's groceries in plastic packets.
There we go.
I figured out, there's the salesman. I figured out the ladies. No, I didn't do it with the guys.
Yeah.
The ladies, I said, ma'am, would you like me to take this to your car? And then 80% said yes. So I'll take the bags to the car. Open the boot, put the bags in the boot, and I get a 5 rand. Now I'm working at 11 rand 50 per hour, plus I get a 30 rand voucher for lunch. 5 rand, I'm helping 15 customers an hour. I'm making tons of money. By the time I get my salary, it's irrelevant. I've got so much tips because I figured out to go and put the ladies. So I started packing bags at Spa. The best time of my life. Never forget that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Never.
Mr. Bobby Petkoff. And that is where the Mit Mak culture started. Service.
Always service. Always service. So, okay.
Right.
You went over to Pick n Pay.
Change Bobby. He's changing it because I'm the interviewer.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
You went to the competitor because they saw your skills.
Yeah.
They said, okay, let's put him in the bakery. Work ethic is there.
Yeah.
No one can ever take that away
Right.
from you. You've got the work ethic.
Yeah.
You've got the ambition. You want to make your own money. You're not looking for mommy and daddy to give you. You want to make your own money. What happens then?
Okay, so then after I worked there until I had to leave. Then I moved to George, back to George.
Okay, to finish high school.
To go high school, and then I moved to whatever. So now parents had to, I'm boarding with people now.
Yeah.
And I want to focus, and I want to get high school out of the way.
You want to go to work.
It's
you want to make money.
It's in my way.
Yeah.
High school was in my way.
It was in my way as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And I was in matric. So I had also the car for a reason. I was in matric. My parents still lived in Secunda. Here's a beautiful story. My next job. My dad was working at the SABC, freelance, in and out from Secunda.
What was he doing? What was he doing there?
Promo department and that.
Marketing.
SABC 3. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And then SABC 2 at the time, there was 2 youth shows. The English one was Zap Mag. The Afrikaans one was called Tekkies.
I remember that.
Right.
I remember that.
And then Tekkies producers and directors said, Simon, you always talk about your son. Can he come for an audition? And he said, he will be here. That day, I got off from the school, and the principal, literally, Alvin is not going to be at school today because he's going to the SRE car.
For audition.
This is what you get when you are in this school. The principal jumped on the bandwagon.
If it wasn't for me and the guidance and leadership skills that I've given him in the last 3 weeks that he's been here, he would have never made it all the way. Amazing.
So ons wil net vir Alvin sê, wanneer jy gaan donderdag.
Onthou ons.
Ja, wanneer jy gaan donderdag, sterkte, die hele skool staan agter jou.
Agter jou.
Yes. I came there. I am one of 33 people for the audition. Two directors, Andre Retief, Alvin Swart. 5 SABC massive cameras that runs on trolleys like this.
Yeah. They look like buckies.
Yeah, and a half a rugby field is the studio. Very intimidating.
Yeah.
Everybody standing with screens.
First time in the studio. First time.
Very first time. And intimidating a bit, yeah. Then I went. And I said, kan ek eers gaan asseblief? They said, yes, okay, kom Alvin. And I took my seat on the set, and they said, deliver. And I said, Andre, I actually just did this now for my dad. I'm sorry. It's not the right time now. I'm sorry I wasted your time. I don't think this is for me.
Your first audition.
This is not for me. This is really. and sorry, but will you tell my dad I did okay, but not scratch. And then I left. Before I walked out, they call him, the person working in every studio had it back in the day. They call him, he services the cameras, the cabling and blah. This guy worked on the floor, and a black guy, and he said, are you leaving? I said, yeah. But you didn't do the audition. I said, no, I'm not going to do the audition. I don't want to do TV stuff. He said, okay, just turn around and look back. I said, why? Because you're going to see one of those other 32 people in 2 weeks on national TV.
And you could have been that person there.
And you're going to wonder for the rest of your life. It's going to haunt you like a ghost. And I turned around.
And you went.
Somebody else was already seated. I waited for them. I said, sorry, mag werk, can I now come? They said, okay. And I did it. 2 weeks later, they said, can you come back for a second audition? We just want to try you with makeup. I said, no. This is what you're going to get, bro. You can use polyfiller. It's not going to work. This is it. This is my best. Okay. Maybe I should be on the radio.
Everyone tells me I've got the face for radio.
My gosh. And then 2 weeks later, myself and Kobus Goucher was the presenters of Techies for 2 years.
Amazing. How old are you then?
I was in matric. I was 17, just going on to 18.
18.
So I had to get a car. I needed to drive myself without license.
You had a reason.
Without
a reason.
Yeah.
You had a reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I used to go visit my parents every third weekend in Secunda.
And then drive back.
And I remember that car was in such a state. One Friday, the alternator didn't work. And I think I bought 3 sets of batteries on the way to Secunda. Die garage, het julle battery? Okay, sharp.
Sit hom op ry.
It will last me to Delmas. This one will last me to Leandra. This one will last.
How much is that car worth to you today? Hundreds of thousands.
Because it was down.
Yeah.
You know. So then we did techies, and it was great. It got me out of a bit of a, let's say, chill a bit, because now I'm doing skydiving. I did a Kontiki Europe tour with a program.
Kontiki tour,
the SABC.
How many countries?
Allemaal. Dat was hier seker 6.
6 countries, 6 landen.
Ja.
En hoeveel daar?
And we were there 24, it was a 10-day tour.
10-day tour.
Right. And because we had to, and then when we get there, it's bus, jump. So, and we needed to shoot.
Amazing.
As we go. And it was illegal shooting. So it was almost a camera. Okay, say it now, you got 2 minutes. Boom. Okay. And yes, and then I finished matric. And I said, okay, I'm going to apply to, which is now probably Tshwane, the technical.
Yes, technical.
The tech.
Tshwane
Pretoria Tech, yeah.
Pretoria Tech.
Yeah, he's on in Noord, the big campus, right?
100.
It was a new campus then.
What did you study?
PR and marketing.
Okay.
PR and marketing.
Awesome. Great field. No.
Weer eerste jaar. Dear, busy with other stuff.
You are a hustler. You are a hustler. You are hustling while you were studying.
And this, once again, I'm getting roadblocks in my way, and I registered a company, not knowing what I'm going to do, called Virgo Promotions.
Virgo,
because I was a Virgo. I am a Virgo.
I'm also a Virgo.
Yeah, I'm a difficult Virgo.
Great people.
You're
great
difficult.
people.
Oh, you.
Great people. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's fun living up here.
Yeah. Yes. and Virgo Promotions, and I said, maybe advertising, maybe marketing, even if it's toilet roll deliveries, Virgo Promotions will work, right? And then one day Willie Esterhuizen called me, and he said, "Is this Alvin?" I said, "Yes." He said, "It's Willie Esterhuizen." This was just after the massive series called Orkney Snorkney.
Yeah,
massive.
Yeah, everybody was watching. Everybody.
And he said, I'm doing a new. I said, "Rarig, Willie Esterhuizen."
Is it? Yeah.
Never met him. I said, I'm doing a new series called Vetkoekpaleis. Can you come see me on Monday? I want to have a meeting with you.
Absolutely.
I think 12 o'clock was the meeting. Ek dink I circled from 9,
From 9 o'clock.
9:15, dan weer die kant om. I got the right property. And I was there, and then I came in, boardroom. He's very strict, eh?
Yeah.
Very intelligent, very strict. Script lying on the boardroom table. Vetkoekpaleis in black, written Sheridan. I said, okay, episode 1. And I said, oh, Willie, nice meeting you. And I said, lost my script.
Ooh.
I said, sorry, sir. Sorry, I apologize. I said, Alvin, I want you for 1 episode.
Just one.
1 episode. I had an agent at the time. I don't work with agents. I don't work with representatives. So it's me and you.
100%.
Tell me, please, what you're going to charge me. Exactly. There's no warming up. There's no massage.
There's no foreplay. No
there's
foreplay.
You know what I mean?
Skip the movie, skip the dinner.
Boom!
We're going to have the experience now.
You're right. And he's also like, boom, what now? And he said...
How do you even answer that question? What do you say? What did you say?
I said, ons praat nou daaroor. Kan ek gou bietjie...
Yeah.
I'm buying time here.
Yeah, thinking, processing.
And I said, please, I want to leave my script. En daar's nie, kan ek water kry? It's like he's rushing it.
Yeah.
And I said, Willie, can I be honest? I'm young. I've got a agent. That's her job.
Yeah, not my
I
job.
have not worked on a sitcom before, so I don't know the format.
Yeah.
It's different from what I do now. So come I tell you something? Please don't let me leave without the script today.
Yeah.
I will give my soul to this character, whatever is happening in here.
I don't know, but I'll give it.
Give my soul to this character, then you decide afterwards what it's worth.
Ooh, very strong negotiation.
Whoosh!
Very strong.
Terug na jou toe.
Very strong. Very
Back to
strong.
you.
Because you can never negotiate up. They're gonna negotiate you down.
There we go.
So they need to set the bar.
Yeah. But I need the script.
Yeah.
And if I say, give me A or give me that,
It's worth.
then he's going to decide if I'm leaving with the script or not.
Of course. You're either greedy or you don't know what your value is.
Thank you.
So I've never been in this environment before.
Yes.
Please, you guide me. You
Yeah.
the pro.
Yeah.
Very good approach.
But and I left with a script.
I think it's a good approach with life. Be reactive rather sometimes
Yeah.
in a negotiation.
There we go.
Don't go and put the bar,
Boom.
I declare you my enemy or whatever.
Yeah.
Rather say, let's talk about it.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I like it.
The script, and may I say, series 1, we did. So he's never done writing 13 episodes.
Yes, it's a
He's
long-
almost, when he starts shooting, he's about episode 7.
Okay.
So the others develop as he goes.
Yeah.
Right? So then we did it. Yes, it excites me. And then we did it, and then we started the first episode, boom. And then he called me, and then he said, okay, I'm writing, I want you back in episode 9 and 12.
Okay. Okay. So now, in the first season, you're on 3 episodes.
Yes.
Okay.
He wanted me for 1,
Okay.
depending on your answer.
You had the right answer,
You see.
which was no answer.
Yeah, there we go. Then, first series done. Second series, the next year, he called a meeting again. He said, your character works. I want to build it out.
I want to ask you, I
Yes.
want to stop you there. You're still starting off in the business, so you're very young. I started off in our business I was always the youngest.
Yeah.
I still am.
Yeah.
Still am. Wherever I go, I'm the youngest person. Who do you take with in that conversation? Are you alone? Your agent, your parents? Are you alone?
No, I'm alone.
You're alone. You're going in
alone.
there
You're
and
alone.
you're negotiating on your own
And
behalf.
sometimes you need to
You have to.
step out.
You have to. You have to be brave.
Yeah. you have
Very
to.
nice.
There we go.
Love it.
So he said the character is working for me. This next series, 13 episodes, I'm writing you into 10.
10 out of the 13.
Yes.
Are we talking money again?
I'm leaving that to him. And
He
I'm
needs
happy
to
with the
listen.
money. So now he realized that the character is working, and the people out there that realize that it's a likable character.
100%. Everybody loves
Yeah.
you.
So now it goes. After that 10 episodes, Alvin, wil jy nie kom optree? Don't you want to come do a show here? Where am I now? Now Clarksdorp. When is that? Next week Saturday. What must I do? No, you must come be the character. We're going to pay you 5,000 rand. You come MC, you do this and that. I said, okay. So what exactly do I need to do? Come be the character. How long for? No, an hour and a half. But you're emceeing in between and blah, blah, blah. It's a gala evening. I said, okay. Then I said, okay, what am I going to do? I don't want to stand around there like a rugby player, not knowing what to say.
Yeah.
I got people writing me a stand-up script.
Yeah.
Started singing in my range, which is probably 2 notes. And because it's comedy, I get away with it, right?
Absolutely.
Because they don't want to hear perfect pitch.
No, they don't.
No. Hoe snaaks er hoe mooier. And that started, now I'm doing 4 of these a week.
Outside of your normal acting gig.
Outside of my normal acting gig. And now...
And you're already finished with school, yeah?
Yeah.
You're done with matric.
And now I'm saying cheerio to studies.
Yeah. Oof, that's putting stop streets in my already open highway.
Yeah. I did what I know. Then I had to buy a trailer, Venter trailer, because I needed to buy my own sound system to travel with.
Yeah.
Then I got a sound engineer to travel with me.
Yeah. So you're not setting up for 2 hours and 2 hours afterwards. You come in there.
Boom. Set up.
You're talking to everybody.
Yes.
You're networking. You're building up new future business.
There we go.
And the guy's doing his thing. And you're employing someone.
Yes.
How old are you then?
That was 22.
And is it a friend, a family member who's working for you? Who's doing the
right?
sound?
So it was guys that I get in when there's a gig. So
Okay.
It's a friend.
Casual guys.
But it's a sound guy.
It's a proper guy. Yeah.
Sound guy. Then I started. Then Afrikaans festivals were popping up everywhere. You know, Brits has got the Sunshine Festival. Die.
Oh.
And now I'm telling the organizer, don't book me to come and perform. Let me do the sound for 20,000 rand.
Instead of me speak for 5,000.
Then I will be there.
I like it.
Then now I bought more sound.
I like it.
And now I had 2 sound engineers.
Permanently working for you.
There we go. And that's how it went.
So you had an opportunity at the career. You were undecided. You know, this is not really for me.
Yeah.
Maar sê vir my pa ek het okay.
Yeah.
If you could meet that man that said to you, turn around, what would you say to him right now? He's right here. What would you say to him? How has your life changed because of him?
Let's call him Petrus. I will say, Petrus, you made me realize that you never let go of an opportunity. And no person out there knows when it is an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you must take what comes your way and push it.
That's great
Because
advice.
you've got absolutely nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
And everything to gain.
Of course.
Come on.
That's great advice. You know, we had your brother Gerard on the show before as well, and he shared a story where an announcement was that story really sank in my mind. An announcement was made over the intercom, and 3 boys were chosen to play tryouts for provincial rugby, and he wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
So when he went outside, his mom asked him, "What's going on there?" He said, "No, it's tryouts." He says, "Hoekom is jy nie daar nie?" So he said, "Nee, want ek was nie gekies nie." He said, "Okay, take out your school uniform, put on your short pants, skop jou skoene af, gee my jou tas, gaan sit daar langs die veld." So he said, "Why?" He said, "Because you're going to wait for your opportunity." So waar is vraggies?
That's right.
Somebody gets injured. They say, he wasn't a prop. They say, "Can you be a prop? I can be anything for you."
That's right.
Boom. Launches his career.
There we go.
A beautiful story. I love it.
There we go.
Love it.
There
love
we
it.
go.
So,
So just to finish Vetkoek. So 3rd, 4th, 5th series, 13 out of 13.
Yeah,
And
100%.
Vetkoekpaleis changed my life.
100%.
Right.
That
So-
put you on the map as a professional, as somebody that you can count on, and as a business person.
Yes.
Because you're not only doing the acting gig, but you're an entrepreneur now.
Yeah.
Employing people.
Spin-offs.
Yeah,
Yes,
100%.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spin-offs that comes from that.
But it's
You-
biz dev.
you
It's
need to-
business development.
Yes. You need to jump
it's
on.
people.
Yes.
Business is people. It's this.
There we go.
This guy introduces you to that guy introduces you to that guy who's in an industry that
Yes.
gives you a gig that makes you 200,000.
Yes. And today, So I never knew I never knew what the company, what I'm going to do. And there it developed into a sound company.
Into a sound
And today it's Sound HQ Solutions, Sound Headquarters.
Solutions.
Yeah.
Amazing. Beautiful. Still going strong.
Still going strong.
Off the topic, you guys did a stage for us. We had a reality show recently.
Yeah.
You know, we're thinking like, how long is this stage gonna take? You know, let's go and sit down, have our managers meeting. Come out, the stage is on. I said, shit, what? How?
Yeah.
Boom, very professional. You guys are the best. We had a magical event. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So you finished the 13 episodes.
Yeah.
And you've got a sound company now.
Right.
Okay. What happens next?
Sound company. Now I am chasing contracts. Yes. Yeah. And I'm pushing sound. I'm going to take you on years later. And I'm performing and I'm doing shows. But now when I do a show, next week I must be in Cape Town. Then I line up Russell's. Remember Russell's, Lewis, Keenan Richards, Bears.
Yeah.
They had customer evenings.
Okay.
Right. Where they invite their customers, come check as a performer or entertainer, and that night is meant to push sales.
Yeah.
That's my mind.
Of course.
I'm not just going to sing there and come eat the cookies and each other.
You're a marketer.
So now I'm driving sales for them. And later on, all the regional managers' numbers I used to have, then I would say, hello Frik, ek gaan deur, dis nou Saterdag, next week Saturday I must be in Cape Town, I'm going to go via Bloemfontein, Kimberley, jy weet, daar hele stretch, deur Kaap toe. Can I have every night
booked
a base on your route? Because you are the regional manager of 8 stores there. So it's Kimberley, dan sit Barclay West, boom, 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 boom. So I'm working as I'm going to this gig, picking up money then that gig I'm doing, nou gaan ek weer, nou moet ek PE toe gaan. Nou gaan ek PE toe, boom, 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 maar dan tel ek so Woester, Oudtshoorn, ek kap ek daai takke van Lewis. You know,
Bears and Lewis.
100%.
100%.
I knew all of them.
100%.
And then one day we were in PE. We had a show, PE, and the one weekend, and the next weekend in Langsan Jeffries, but around Jeffries.
Yeah.
Humansdorp.
Yeah. Klein dorpie.
Yes. So now I line up Lewis stores for the week evenings.
Okay, going.
No, I'm there. Okay. So I'm based in PE.
Okay, and you're traveling in and out.
But I'm doing all the stores around PE. Because there's the whole of PE has got like 10 Lewis stores.
100%.
Right. So now every evening I do that towards this gig. And after the second night I said to my 2 sound guys, we can't sit the whole day. I've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let me quickly call Keenan Richards, regional manager. Then I get an afternoon promotion every afternoon. From the afternoon promotion that ends at 5, I need to go to Ooriebrug na Lewis.
Back to back.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hustling.
We're not here on a holiday.
100%.
And so then I met who is now my wife for 15 years.
Yes.
Her name is Enrica.
Beautiful. She's a very beautiful
woman.
Voice.
And
beautiful person.
And a strong woman.
Beautiful boy. Beautiful boy. Everybody's never had the opportunity to meet him. Everybody says that he's very calm and he's shy, he's well behaved.
Yeah.
Awesome.
When there's no people, he's a typical 4-year going on to 12.
I'm here. Look at me. Amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome. So you met on a gig?
Yes, in Pretoria.
On a
there
gig,
was a
performing?
There was a 4x4 LA Sport.
Yeah,
4x4.
in Gesina.
Right.
They had lots of events there.
16 years ago. I was there. They had an open day.
Yeah.
4x4 day. And
bring your car and Joe.
Yeah. And behind this shop, they had a nice care area under roof.
Yeah,
and,
I remember.
And,
restaurant.
Performing and restaurant, whatever. And I was the MC for the day. But I would come early and I would have a table right in front of the stage in the crowd.
Okay.
Not backstage,
People
in the crowd.
Can touch you.
And I can't care like this, you know. I still got that. I bring my microphone.
Yeah.
I had a cordless microphone,
Yeah.
Shure microphone, that I travel to shows. Even if you do sound, I bring my microphone because it's a very personal thing.
That's my tool.
Yes, it's here.
It's what I use.
And other techies would say, oh, we also got that microphone.
Cool. This is mine.
This is mine, but I want you to put mine up.
Yeah.
It's no moeite, you know. But why do you want to sing with the other? I said, because I'm going to throw yours up, and maybe if I don't catch it,
It's
it's
how
broken.
many thousands of rand? Yeah.
Oh, now give me your microphone. My mic dropped. Yeah, and that was my line to get them to put on my mic. Cordless mic, boom, and then me and my friends, I took 3 of my buddies with that day, and we carrying like a year.
Having a joke.
And I've got so I'm carrying. Dan sê hulle net next. Well, I say okay, program next. Ons het vir die en die. Then this girl came to me and she said, "Hello Alvin, ek is Anrika." Ek sê, "Hello Anrika. Jy lyk pragtig." Toe sê sy, "Can I borrow your microphone?" Because they don't have cordless microphones here.
Yeah.
And I've got dancers and I'm going to dance and I don't want to trip over a cord.
A cord, yeah.
I said, and my Owen Stone is on my pallet.
Okay.
I said, oh, so you want to borrow my microphone, do you? Huh? Huh, guys? She wants to borrow my microphone.
Did you see my?
And then I said, you know what? Come and tell you. Keep the microphone. But
Your precious.
I need your number because I need to come and borrow it when I use it.
Oh, smooth. Smooth operator. That's a great line.
Like a V8 pulling away.
Yeah, not everybody can use it because you don't go around. Okay.
Yeah.
Great line.
And then and it just laughed off.
Gave you the number. No number.
No, laughed off.
Okay.
Laughed off and take the
Couldn't
mic.
seal
I
the
said,
deal
"Okay."
yet.
Yeah.
But it
And
was
then
good prospecting.
Yeah. No. Right choice of words here.
Yeah.
It was planted.
Okay. Good. The idea, the seed was planted. Nice.
Right. She had a show, brilliant. She brought back the microphone and the CD to say thank you.
Okay. Signed.
Yes, in front, and there's a number.
Number. Signed with a
En
number.
ek vat die CD en ek wys vir my boys.
Het julle gesien?
Hello.
Quiet.
And then she said, okay, so, yeah, to say, yeah, but I also want to book you because sometimes, you know, they ask me, and if I come with a mooi mens soos jy, then I'll get more gigs probably.
100%.
You know? And then she
100%.
said, they said, okay, yeah, so that's my mom's number.
My mom's
because
number.
she handles my bookings. And my own said,
My mom's number. No problem.
And it was one of those.
No problem. Win the mom, win the girl.
Yeah.
Easy.
Months later. You know that comfortable, I don't want to call it the comfortable place that we spend time where we do thinking.
Yeah.
And paging and reading. Nowadays we do scrolling on your seat.
Yeah.
And I page through the book and there's her number. In the center, there's her number. And I say,
In what book?
in the CD cover. So it was a booklet, the CD booklet.
So the front
In
was
front
mom's number?
and then she, months later.
Months.
And when I called, there was a boyfriend. Said, okay.
Timing.
Eventually, all roads leads to
It was meant to be.
Mit Mak.
It was meant to
It
be.
was meant to
It
be.
was
yes,
meant to
yeah.
be.
And today we're married and we're great together.
Awesome.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes.
Amazing. Now, on
Yes,
a
sir.
serious note. You're a father, an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
hungry,
Yes.
a very well-known comedian in South Africa. I mean, you're a personality. What keeps you up at night? What do you worry about? What goes on in your head? Like, what makes you anxious? I would love to know that.
First, to line up the work. Because if you got your own business, you're planning everything 3 months ahead. You're working 3 months ahead. Income is lined up 3 months ahead. And if you can do that, if you got that income lined up 3 months ahead, you think beyond. Yeah. That's the great place to
Got
be.
responsibilities.
Yes.
People are looking,
Yes.
looking up to you.
That's a great place to be. So, lying awake at night is getting that 3 months lined out, rolled out like
Yeah.
a carpet.
Yeah.
And then, Once that's done, and you in business class in terms of work lined up, it's what do I need to do to get through it successfully?
Yeah, it's one thing lining up the work. It's another thing executing.
Delivering.
Because if you don't execute here,
There we go.
cuts it. This is lost. That's it. That's business.
So there's a yellow
It's not
tyd.
easy.
There's a yellow tyd, die soort, die kant en die ander kant. Boom, 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 boom.
It's not easy. It's
Yeah.
not easy. To be an entrepreneur, a good friend of mine taught me it's the ability to bear pain. It's just pain.
Yeah.
You need to just lost through it. I lost this deal. No problem. I'm going to make it up. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to prove myself again. Because is it mostly new people that book you? Is it the same type of crowd that books you, or is it different?
No, it's different. It's different people, and things have changed.
Yeah.
In 2000 and I don't want to run long stories, but in 2008 the business face changed
Yeah.
in terms of the type of equipment that I had to now buy.
So from going back from maybe analog to digital, is that what
There
we're
we
talking
go,
about?
there we
That's
go,
expensive.
there we
That's
go,
a lot
there
of
we
money.
go,
I can
there
only
we go,
imagine.
There we go.
Okay, yeah. Same things. I mean, not only entrepreneurs, but people need to feel that sense of security. And to do that, you need to plan ahead. 3 months is, to be able to be booked for 3 months in a row is very difficult.
Yeah.
We don't know how many cars we're going to sell tomorrow.
Yes.
I can't book an hour ahead because customers phone, listen, I've decided I'm going to buy a car in a week or two, or I've decided to keep my car. So to be able to book yourself 3 months in a row is that's very hard.
Or the person walks in right now.
Yeah, and he just buys a car.
Club.
You've never met him like, hi, I want to buy a car. Here's my application form. Let's roll. Let's do it now.
When the application, how many of those, and I don't want to swing the roles here, but just one question, how many of those people came in here with a plastic bag full of honorary bet?
So we get that. We get that. Not as much as you think.
Yeah.
But due to company rules, safety, and legislation rules, we don't accept any cash. But we do get it.
Yes.
We definitely. The guy opens the boot. I've got this money. Give me the car. Says, sir, we're not allowed to take cash. You have to bank the money. Closes the boot. Drives off.
Boom.
You get it.
Okay.
You get it. But stay away. Stay alive.
There we go.
You don't want his friends coming back,
You see.
and like I said, due to legislation, we're not allowed to take cash. Okay, I'm going to touch on the subject very quickly. We're going to touch and bounce off.
Right.
COVID-19. I'll give you the lesson it's taught me.
Yes.
Please, only one lesson. We're not going to get
Yeah,
into
yeah,
people
yeah.
getting sick.
Yeah.
Taught me digital retailing. People want everything now. They want it on their phone.
Right.
They don't want to wait for it. What has it taught you in your industry?
Personally first,
Yeah.
it taught me to back up money.
Yeah. You need cash. Cash is king.
Save for rainy days, save for the unexpected.
Yeah.
And then also it taught get ready for change, adapt. We are. A lot of people are set in their ways, and we don't change because it's the unknown. We are always scared of the unknown.
Yeah.
But we need to adapt, and exactly that.
So my follow-up question was, if you could take, and you've answered it, but I want to give it to the viewers.
Yeah.
If you could take one thing with you back 5 years that you know now, it would definitely be put money away, save money.
Put money away, and if you go further back, like lessons learned, what did you do way in the beginning? I bought property too late in my life.
Too late. Because if you had paid it off and pushed yourself, you would have had a passive income now.
And not just that, because when I did receive the properties, when I did have the properties, I always invested in those properties. And I'm talking about my house, primary house and secondary house, with extra cash.
Yeah.
So the house is always worth more than what I owe the bank.
Yeah.
And
100%.
And when I needed to make the big business move for a sound system that cost a couple of bar that I didn't have,
Yeah, you weren't ready for it.
they want to know security.
Yeah.
What
And if you don't have
security do
the
you have?
property,
Security. And that is, the quickest is get your houses, buy a property as quickly as possible.
pay it up as fast as possible and have that asset.
And just let it, positive growth. In other words, let it be worth more than what you pay the bank. So go check on an auction or buy an old house and
Renovated it.
there we go.
So going back to, you said school stood in your way. School also, I feel, stood in my way. That's a topic that school should have touched on. That's a topic, I think that's why eventually, but the entrepreneur mindset teaches you these things as you go along. But I'll give a university one thing. And you don't need to go to university to learn this, but a financial course would have taught you that, 10 years before that. How valuable would that be to you? That's why it is forced to read business books in our company.
Yes.
You have to. You have to write a report. We have to discuss, did you understand the book? What lessons did you take away? And that teaches you as a grown-up going forward. So, yeah, I'll definitely agree with you. I wish I could go back in my career and start buying property and start investing in assets so that you can use that asset as leverage when you need money.
There we go.
Because if you want to borrow money and your house is paid up, it's a quick step.
It's easy.
If you've got nothing, what are they going to secure it against? So for everybody that's, another thing, best time to plant a tree 20 years ago. Yeah. Second best time is now.
Right.
So if you haven't been doing it, think about, going into that direction. Okay. Best advice anybody has ever given you. Best advice.
It's a quick one. People do business with people they like.
People do business with people they like.
Become likable.
Yes.
Take the frown away.
Yeah.
And put it here.
Yeah. Awesome. What advice would you give to our viewers out there?
That.
People
do business with people they like. If I don't like you, I'm not going to do business with you.
No one.
If I get a bad vibe, I'm not going to do business with you.
Absolutely.
If I've got a positive energy around you, that is what guides people.
We can work around the issues and the differences and whatever. We can iron them out.
But at that moment, there's no issues.
There's no issues.
Because they already feel, so you get your second meeting and not just for business, but also just for being
a good human. It's free. Just have a positive attitude.
There we go.
You attract good things if you present yourself as a good person. Love it.
An uncle once said, and it mustn't be perceived wrong. He said, you walk into a place as if you own it.
Yeah.
Maar not windgat. Walk into a place as if you own it and stick out your hand from here going to the guy.
Yeah.
So that he can see.
This person is serious about himself.
Yeah.
And about what he does.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I noticed you did that with me the first time we ever met.
Yeah. Dankie. Gaan al om daar.
Great advice.
Ja.
Awesome.
Ek het daar ingestap in Mit Mak en I don't own it. En Bobby dink, hey, wie is die windgat wat hier aankom? I'm putting out the hand already.
I already
So
love you.
I come in peace, don't let me leave in pieces.
Yeah. I didn't like you. I loved you already. The first 10 seconds that I met you. Awesome. If you could spend one day with anybody, living or dead, who and why? One person for the full day. Who would you spend your day with?
Are you ready for this one?
I'm ready. I'm holding on.
Gary Player.
Gary Player. Are you a golfing guy?
I'm a bit of a golfing guy. There's always work on the swing needed. But Gary,
I'm a driving range guy. I'm excellent there. Yeah. Very good. Gary Player.
Gary Player.
Why?
Because he's got 9 majors under his belt. So
what are the questions that you're going to ask him? Like, how do you pick his brain?
I know him.
You know him?
No, not personally. I know about him.
You researched him at someone
I want to take it further and deeper and more personal. But what I do know about him is his work ethic.
Yeah.
His discipline.
Yeah.
He's a person. He's a people's person, and he's so disciplined, and he drives himself.
Otherwise, you'll never achieve
within himself.
Yeah.
You never see the aggressive. Damn it, that was a bad. No, but that drive has got to be in you. If you are going to win 9 majors.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Tiger is sitting at 15.
Yeah.
15.
I'd love to meet him.
So you can imagine where Gary Player is 9.
I'd love to meet
Back
Tiger.
in the day. It's amazing. And then I want to remember he's the Black Knight.
Yeah.
So he's got a deep love for horses.
Okay, I
wanna
never
know-
knew that.
Yeah, horses. He always had race horses. He had horses. He had a
Really?
Yeah, and then just, and I know in the media of late there was issues with him and his son, and then long story short, he's a sports genius. He's a businessman. He's a great person, and he represented South Africa years ago and still
And
do.
still today, yeah.
And
of
still
course.
today.
And always will,
and
he'll be
nobody
remembered.
has got one spot, can throw a dirty spot on his white T-shirt. Because
Beautiful.
he's a clean living person.
Gentlemen, awesome. Interesting question now.
Yeah.
A room. If you could be a fly on the corner, who's in the room? What is being discussed? If you could overhear one conversation, who's talking? What are they talking about? How many people are there?
Okay. I'm going to have an intro to this quickly.
Yeah.
I am the technical supplier to, and people will know it, Joyous Celebration, who's the biggest black gospel brand in Africa.
Yes.
Since Joyous 18 till Joyous 25. We are Joyous 25 now. So every year they bring out a DVD, they bring out a CD around December, January, February. April they go on tour.
Okay.
That's 9 big concerts. They sell out 5,000 people. Easter weekend, they sell out Big Top Arena, 5,500 people.
Wow.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
5.5. 20,000 people.
So they do 9 shows.
Under 20,000 people.
I was privileged to do so I'm also political in terms of South Africa, and we mustn't be scared to talk about our politics because
Absolutely not.
we live in that politics.
We choose our leaders.
There we go. We live in those politics.
We choose them. We need to hold them accountable.
Right.
And we need to say, great job.
Yes.
And hey,
Very bad job.
hey.
We cannot do this. How are we
100%.
going to turn it around?
How are we going to fix it?
So here we go. CR17, both conferences, ANC conferences, was held at Nasrec. I was the technical supplier for both.
Okay.
I was standing there next to the stage, seeing how power shifted from Zuma to Cyril Ramaphosa.
In front of your eyes.
And I was like 15 meters away from Zuma. And I could see what just happened here, because he was not expecting it.
Absolutely. So you want to be a fly on that wall to hear what was said in that moment of time.
I want to be a fly on the wall to say what was said, because remember there was one kingmaker, and that's our deputy president.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So I want to be a fly on the wall now with our president, with the writer van Eskom, with
Difficult position.
with Gordon,
Yeah.
and say, I want to hear the conversation that really says we've got challenges.
We are going to face
We are
them.
working on it.
How
We
are we
are going to change it. I want to hear Cyril saying, I am busy with investment, and this is how I know we didn't perform in certain municipalities, but we're changing it. That's
This is
what I
how
wanna
we're
hear.
gonna do it.
I want to hear that.
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome. I would also want to be a fly in that room now. So we can be Mikeys, we can sit and both listen.
I mean, you're a believer in this country, Bobby. That is,
100%.
you keep on investing, you are employing.
I love South Africa.
This
Changed
is
my life.
this is what we have.
I'm South African, 100%.
This is what we have.
I love this country.
You know?
I will die here.
Yeah.
I love this country.
And what you just said is what every Springbok say when they run out against a test nation, and you know, you can see they represent on that field. They represent with passion. They represent with boom.
You know, to be a leader, to be a leader at that level, you can't please everybody. You can't. You know, we're diving a bit into politics, but my point of view, you can't please everybody. You have to. So you can't please everybody.
Yeah.
You can't. But you have to do what's right for the country.
Can you imagine? We've got an entrepreneur as the municipal managers in every municipality.
I mean,
an entrepreneur.
How to run with money, how to organize, how to delegate.
That's all.
Yeah.
And I think we're on that turning point now.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It really feels like it.
So it's positive. Yes.
100%. Dream car. If you didn't have to have a baby seat and a tow bar, dream car, what would you drive today? said, Alvin, boom, we can have a dream car for you. What is that car?
It's not a Ferrari, because you're going to want to hammer it, and then nobody sees you driving past. Yes, check that Ferrari, but they don't see me driving it.
They just see the Ferrari.
They just see the car and a red stripe following. you know, it needs to. My third car was a 318i burgundy soft top BMW.
Box shape. E30,
Yes, the box
E30.
shape. Yes.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Those are very valuable today.
Yo.
There was an M3 box shape sold last week for over R1 million. R1 million. Very collectible at the moment. Very collectible.
So I've got a thing about a top down. That's why I've got a tan.
You love the top down.
Yeah.
Wind in die hare.
I'm a yeah.
Wind in die hare.
Yeah. And then my eyes. and no, and I just got a thing for. I don't have one specific out of reach car. I love power, not to. I don't want to drive. I'm not a
You just love the
200
feeling.
kilometers an hour guy on a
120,
highway.
that's us.
Nee.
120,
Yeah.
that's us.
But I want to be tempted
You just,
vir daai robot.
ja.
Wanneer daar 'n Golf 7 windgat hier langs my is.
Daar's altyd 'n golf daar buite wat jou wegry. Pas op.
Oei.
Daai's enige ander kar, nie 'n golf nie. Los die golf.
Can I tell you what happened one day? I had when I was praying with my wife back in the day, I had a TT silver, the baseball.
Toyota Taz.
No.
Audi TT. Sorry.
Audi.
Okay, sorry.
Not looking down on the Taz,
Okay,
but it
okay.
was the other TT.
Okay, cool.
You know?
The fast one.
Also top down,
Okay,
and it
you're
had
that guy.
It had they call it the baseball stitch seats.
I know, I remember. It was a thick,
Yeah,
it looked
thick.
like a piece of leather
Daar's hy.
that stitched the
Yes.
leather together. Oh,
My mom-
styling.
my mom-
Color? This color.
Silver. It was silver.
And the seats?
No, the seats was that little bit. Yeah, this color,
I
reddish.
also had a car like that.
Yes. Nee, hy was daai. So my friend and I we always bought cars together.
Yeah.
So
Not from Mit
that's
Mak.
it.
Not from Mit Mak.
Ons was deur in Joburg.
Okay, julle was 'n bietjie
And there it was take what you can find, brother.
Okay.
and we always so we were BM boys, and then we said let's get roasters.
Yeah.
And he went for the BM, the 3-liter Z3. Remember there was a 2.8 and then the 3-liter
The
one.
multi-spoke wheels.
There we go.
Manual.
Yes, yeah.
Whoa.
So he
Colour?
went there.
Yellow.
Also silver.
Also silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I had
the
a yellow
silver
one
TT.
like that.
Yo.
Oh, the bee's knees.
And then this TT, and one day, wind gaat hier met die TT, and a Renault.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Renault it was. It was a sporty Renault, and Renault just became, and this guy, die Renault Turbo.
Pulled you.
But, I said, what? I came home. I was upset. My parents said, what the hell? Nee, Renault het my reggery. I want to change my car. So there's always somebody that will be faster.
Oh, always.
On the pull away, yeah.
Always. But it's nice to have that power, that
Yeah.
instant power.
Yeah.
I can see you've got a love for cars.
Yes, no, for sure.
Awesome. Favorite book?
Right.
What's your favorite book?
Hierso is dit nou. So, in my quest with the sound company, we were engaged, Enrique and I chased a gig, and I went down to Vredendal in Cape
Vredendal.
Town. There was a big Afrikaans festival, multiple venues and stages and blah, blah.
Awesome.
Main stage here,
And then
and
smaller
multiple, yeah.
tents.
Tents, and kuier tent die, and daai kuier tent. And I went down, and these organizers liked me.
Yeah.
Two business
Likeable
people
guy.
they like.
Of course.
And I phoned them and I said, I want to come. I want to come down and see you. They said, okay, but you can't come for a day meeting. I said, no, I'm going to be there for 3 days.
Yeah.
My liver is still struggling today. It's still doing that. When I say Vredendal, it goes, oh no, not that place again. Because it was big boerseuns kuiering. And I had to do it. They always say, take a shot for the team. I took a shot for my business, and the business must still pay me today. Because it was
Coke for color.
Yo.
Coke for color.
But I got the gig.
Beautiful.
All right. And I had 5 venues. Not the main stage.
At the same time.
At the same time.
So how many people are working for you at that time?
Okay, so I also got crew in. I took down here 22 to make that happen.
22 people. Beautiful.
And
it's a proper number.
I came short. I came short this much in terms of technical gear. That was before my upgrade, this much.
But you could...
And I came short with... I delivered, but
Net.
I know. Net. I mean, I fell over when the last band walked off after 3 days. I fell over and my blaster foot. And then you and the crew stayed an hour and a half that way. So now, verstaan, you must be there close and you must the hele tyd fix. And it was... Okay.
It's not easy.
Nee.
It's nie maklik nie, my bro.
I left there. I think the organizers fined me and said, listen, there was shortcomings here and there. Find you 6,000 rand of your contract.
It's okay.
It's okay. Thank you,
We learn.
Ons leer en then I drove away there and I told my wife, never. There's a decision that needs to be made. We step up big in terms of technical equipment.
Yeah. You have to be ready.
We are now, because the equipment is at this level, but we went to a different level in terms of deliverables needed.
Yeah.
So you need this equipment.
Yeah.
And we had to make the change there. So I said, you can still get out. We're planning our wedding and our marriage and our life together. We're still just engaged.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go, it's going to be brood and pap for the next 8
But
years.
you're upfront with her, eh?
I was upfront with her.
100%. You have to be.
So if you decide to not be in this marriage,
I understand.
please just give my ring back because I can sell it for some speakers. Please don't walk away with a ring.
There's a big lesson to everybody listening, because people will go and do stuff and not discuss it with their spouse.
Yes.
You have to be upfront. So, babe, me and my wife just bought a house recently. We've stayed at the same house for 10 years. We've built our business.
Yeah.
Invested everything back into the business. Everything back into the business. So, babe, we've got a plan. This is what we need to achieve in the next 3 years. And then it's different when she supports you to when she says, ja, maar jy's altyd by die werk and you're always at work. Why are you doing this? Why did you spend that money there? So she shares the vision. It's people mustn't miss that.
Whoa.
That's my top 3 things we've discussed. People mustn't miss it.
Because
Very
then
important.
she's a board member
She's
now.
in.
She's a board member.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and we're fighting and rowing
100%,
together.
100%. She's in.
And there are still guys out there, and I know I've got friends like that.
Yeah, that are scared.
That they don't share the income. Dis my, julle weet nie. So I said, how can you do that? Because Mama must know, hey, we're in a tight space now.
She needs to know.
And she needs to know we're going to go to Mit Mak in 10 months.
Yeah, but when we go ready.
We need to prepare.
And this purchase here is not going to affect our lives.
There we go.
We're ready for this purchase.
That's
Beautiful advice.
That's
Beautiful advice. So, in closing, my friend.
Sorry, it's also the book. The book. You wanted to know? Yeah.
We spoke so nicely, I forgot the question.
No. You
What's
pointed
the
the question. So that was the intro to the book,
100%.
right? So it was tough times then. And I needed to make a decision. And my wife bought me a book. And it was Donald Trump's Art of the Deal, his very first book, where he explains how he survived in the early 80s with the crash of the property industry. But billions. And in short, he said he owed, as a developer, he owed billions. Other guys owed billions. And those guys were shutting down.
Big
and people came
entrepreneur.
in for their...
Give me
back my money.
thick skin. Thick skin.
And what he did, he said, I owe that bank so much. Find me out who is the chief in charge.
Yeah.
I need to get to him. And then he got himself a round table
With everybody.
with an event where the main CEO of that bank
Understood.
attended. So
Understood.
he got himself around that table to get...
He got invited to the party to have a one-on-one with him, even if it's between people.
No, he was planning the one-on-one.
Okay.
That guy didn't know him.
Of course.
Right. So he said, just get me to the party, number one. He told his secretary, get me to the party. Get me at his table. Buy out somebody else.
It doesn't matter what.
I need to be at his table because I want to talk to him. And then they did. And then Trump says in the book, so he picked up on this guy and he just got to know him. And they talk about things. He doesn't open the book yet.
The bedroom door is not open.
No. He said, and then Donald Trump picks up this guy's mannerisms. And every time a beautiful lady pauses, this guy goes,
Uh-huh.
and then he goes, yeah. So now Donald Trump is having conversation eye to eye, and then he'll lose. And then that guy,
He'll lose him.
he'll lose him, and he just checks that beautiful
weakness.
skirt passing. And then they'll get back in the conversation. So he picks up, Donald Trump picks this up, and he started talking about women.
Yeah.
And remember that Donald Trump said in that book, that's why one day I will own a beauty pageant.
Yes. And he does.
And he does.
Miss Universe.
Because he's not, he was focused that night to talk about his trouble and his difficulty and the financial difficulty that he's in. But he also loves a beautiful woman.
Yeah,
we know that now, right?
100%.
And then he started talking, and this guy started opening up. And before you know it, they made a golf appointment for the next week. And then he said, after the golf appointment, he said, can I see you in your office?
Yes.
He made a week later, he saw him in his office, and then he said, I owe you billions. You're about to close my company within 2 weeks.
I need you to give me a chance.
Give me a chance.
Likeable.
This is the plan. Give me a chance to
Cast a vision.
chase the plan. And that is the art of the deal.
Never ever read that book. Putting it on my to-read list.
Donald Trump,
The Art of the Deal.
The Art of the Deal.
Beautiful.
And my wife brought me that book to say there's always a way out.
Yeah, 100%. There is.
There is.
There is. You don't run out of. If you don't run out of, how do you beat somebody that never quits? You can't. You can't. You just carry on. You just carry on. Mr. Alvin, what do you have going on? What's new? What's coming up? Where can people find you? I know you and Gerard are doing amazing things. We are very excited for your media company.
Yes, we're doing that, Gerard Konings Media. And then after COVID, obviously, it's about restarting and picking up SHQ.
Building
and it's
momentum.
It's going. We need to pick up again. But you learn. 100%. And there are different ways that adapt after COVID.
Yeah.
So the company will go.
100%.
Sound HQ.
I've got no doubt.
And push that and grow.
Amazing.
And then just be happy and look, we are all working for our children.
100%.
All of us.
Yes, we are.
Every person, no matter where you work, what you do, we're all doing it for our kids.
Yeah, our kids must have a good life.
Our kids must do better than us.
100%. Fully agree.
We are supposed to do better than our parents.
That's it. So I heard a quote yesterday. When has a parent done a good job? I'm going to tell you now.
When does a parent
When do you know a
they
parent
did.
has done a brilliant job?
Right.
If the grandchildren are doing well. Because it's one thing to install values and principles here, but if you install them deep enough, they will carry it over to
There we go.
So if a parent, if a grandparent sees a grandchild doing exceptionally well, they've done a brilliant job here.
Powerful.
You like it?
Powerful.
I also like it.
So I've got now 2 people I want to spend the day with.
Okay?
Yeah. Bobby Petkoek.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
There's a mind here.
Thank
he
you very,
changed
very
the game of
try.
the motoring
We try.
industry.
We try. We
and
really
I mean,
do.
and to everybody that has not,
We really do.
and I want to go here. Sorry, I'm hijacking your show. For everybody that has not been on a Mit Mak floor, come walk around and come see the unrehearsed culture, because it's just the way it is. How all the staff, they all in the same lane.
Yeah, it's on
a highway,
yeah.
bro.
Have to, and it's going fast.
And all the best.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for having me.
It was such a pleasure and a
Thank
treat.
you.
We've laughed, we've almost shed a tear.
Yeah.
We've had highs, we've had lows. I really cherish this time. Thank you very
sir.
much.
Thank you.
Hi everybody. We had a sit down with my now very good friend Alvin. I can't describe the energy that was the chemistry that was shared between us. I really had fun. It's an amazing interview, amazing person. You've got a beautiful story, sir. Thank you for sharing it with us. And just want to let everybody know, if you like this interview, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, also hit the bell, and we'll make sure that all the new episodes come to you via the notification. Take care, everybody.